Good morning and welcome to the WPI Sports and Recreation Center for the 2024 Gompei Invitational in beautiful and frigid Worcester, Massachusetts. This 6th day of December 2024. I am your host, Jeremy Abreu. We'll be taking you through all the action here at Gompei this weekend, as we like to do. And I think Anthony DiMascola has already done this for me. Can you do a video and audio check? Somebody jump into the live chat. Tell me if you can hear me okay, if you can see the screen okay. What you're seeing right now is just warm-ups. Warm-ups are starting to wind down. So before I get into my whole spiel, I like to make sure that people can hear and see. So if someone wants to jump into that live chat, please don't be shy. We thrive on interaction here during these broadcasts. So it would be very much appreciated. All right, Kelly Elliott chiming in. Kelly, where you from? Who you rooting for? I'll give him a shout out. Check, check. Anthony DiMascola. That's great. All right, folks. So we are here at the Gompei. This is day 1 of 3. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of looking through things here. This is, let's see, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is the 12th year of the Gompei. This is an event that has been mainly dominated of late by Bryant University. Bryant has been the winner of the past 3. And if you really... 2020, there was no Gompei because of COVID. There, Bryant's really the winner of the past 5. 2018, 19, 21, 22, 23. They're one of 2 Division I programs here. Merrimack College being the other. Kelly Elliott is from Portland, Oregon. All right, go. You're in Nike Town, Kelly. All right. Anthony, too. Anthony's out there. So I have some connections to the Seattle area. I work my real job. I'm not going to disclose my company, but my real job is with a rather large, and I say that tongue-in-cheek, tech company headquartered out in Seattle. So I'm in Seattle a few times a year. So beautiful place. Rain's a little too much for me, but it is beautiful. Deborah checking in from Long Island. Deb Pierce in the house. Deb, I thought I was going to see you today. I thought you were going to have some jingle jangle in tow from Trader Joe's. Deb, of course, the mother of Michaela Pierce, the star distance swimmer, multiple conference champion from Bryant University. Silvana Gonzalez says, let's go Brandeis. So we're just, hold on, my microphone is tangled here. Okay. I was wondering why I kept having to fix my microphone. It kept coming down. It was on the cord. Here we go. Gompei Invitational. Let's give you some meet history. We have quite a few people on already, so we can get some meet history going. Gompei Invitational began as a 2-day meet in 2013, expanded to 3 days in 2014, with separate men's and women's champions until 2016, when the event used combined team scoring. The meet began in the 2nd year of the Sports and Recreation Center and served as a multi-day meet for the end of the fall, and is named after the campus mascot, Gompei the Goat. I might be saying Gompei wrong. Gompei, Gompei, I don't know. I should fix it. I think it's Gompei. While WPI's nickname is the Engineers, its identity and mascot is a goat, and is only one of 2 NCAA schools with a goat as a mascot. So my first trivia question to everybody out there this morning, jump into that live chat. Who is the other NCAA school with a goat as a mascot? Chris, do you know that answer? I got Chris over here on camera. Do you know that answer? Huh? Charlie. I called him Charlie. Who is the other NCAA school with a goat as the mascot? There's only two. There's only two. WPI is one. Who's the other one? No idea. Kelly Elliott, ding, ding, ding. It's the Naval Academy. Kelly Elliott, you are on the ball. Jessica Jackson in the house from Nashville, Tennessee. What's going on, Jess? Rooting for Anna Jackson from Bryant. So we're slowly starting to ramp up our viewers here. We're set to start in about 6 minutes. Let's see, what else can I tell you? A member of the class of 1893 and a brother of the Sigma Alpha Epsilon, Gompei Kuwanda, was the first goat keeper. It's interesting. He was given this job by his class in 1891. The story goes that he was chosen because of his initials, GK, which could also be imagined to stand for goat keeper. Kuwanda, who was originally from Japan, was on the varsity chess, soccer, volleyball, football, and tennis teams. How's that? He also had a perfect 4.0 GPA. So how about this guy? He's doing chess, soccer, volleyball, football, and tennis, and he's got a perfect 4.0. Oh, goodness. Over a century later, the beloved mascot still has a widespread presence on campus, including 2 bronze sculptures, the proud goat overlooking the WPI quad, often seen wearing a WPI sweater in the winter, and the charging goat greeting rival athletic teams outside the sports and rec center. He also has a Twitter handle. You can follow Gompei the goat on @Gompei, and it's not Twitter anymore, right? It's X. I never get used to that. I'm always going to call it Twitter, but to be correct, it's X. Kristen Cobb checking in. Hey, Kristen, Leah's mom. Leah, one of the standout swimmers here for WPI. Kristen, I believe I met you last year. I introduced myself, and your daughter is one of the swimmers that is always very nice to me when I'm down on deck. We have some good conversations about swim and whatever when she's got free time and I'm down there. So a nice hello from Worcester, Massachusetts to Michigan, where it's just as cold, probably colder. We got quite a bit of snow on the ground here. Snowed about, I don't know, 3 inches. I say quite a bit. That's not quite a bit, but about 3 inches of snow from, yes, we met at NewMax. That's right. And I'll be doing NewMax again this year here. Kristen, NewMax are at WPI this year, and they're in that rotation with MIT. So we're getting closer to start. Not a really big crowd in the WPI Sports and Rec Center. That's understandable. It's a Friday morning. People do work. Teams are doing their chants, getting fired up. Charlie, why don't you get the teams that are doing their chants, like as WPI's doing theirs down there on the bottom left. So there's WPI. They just get done. Oh, let me take this off. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I know the graphics are in the middle of. There we go. We'll put them back on in a second here. So we got a full meet for you here this weekend. Today, we're going to start it off. Oh, I don't know why I was doing that. Okay. Mixed 200-yard medley relay. The 2 IM will follow that, followed by the 50 free, followed by the 500 free, the 2 breast, and the 1 fly. So Neil Fox is in the house. Let's go Bulldogs. All right, Neil. Thanks for checking in. I believe that's Jackie Fox's father checking in from Bryant. We got a little Phil Collins playing. You know, I typically connect in to the system so you can hear the public address announcer and the audio. The challenge with that is that I always get copyright infringements. Thanks, Scott. I always get copyright infringements on the video. So, good one. So we can't really do that because then it just creates a big mess for WPI. So we're going to stay away from that. Sarah Sa, I know that name, Sarah, Neva's mother. Let's go Merrimack Warriors. I remember all of you from last year. So we got over 50 people on the broadcast right now. Again, should be a pretty exciting day. I believe there has been a change to the time of diving. I believe that's going to be 1:30 today. So I have that listed maybe as 2. We'll fix that. It'll be on the WPF Athletics page. There on YouTube here, the separate stream. The diving will be presented probably without much commentary. We're going to do our best to get you some good coverage of the diving. We are not connected into their scoring system for any on-screen graphics. I do have a camera down in the diving well that I'll be activating for that. And I'll get a mic on that, so hopefully you will be able to hear some of the scores for that as the pool has been cleared and we await the first event, which again is the mixed 200-yard medley relay. Once again, we're live at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. And I think we are ready to rock here to open the Gompei. Swimmers enter the pool. Lanes 1 and 10 are open, 10-lane pool here at WPI. We are off and running on the 2024 Gompei in lane 2 from Springfield C. It'll be Semeco, Milligan, Wade, and Calandria. In lane 3, Bentley B, Griffith, Tarka, Garvey, and Capria. In lane 4, it's WPI J, Carrington, Eng, Giovenco, Milligan. In lane 5, Springfield B, Gutierrez, Kinney, Cartwright, Norbert. In lane 6, Brandeis C, Abrahamson, Kaplan, He, Nabi. In 7, Brandeis D, Waldron, Low, Ball 4, Kawadin. Lane 8, Bentley C, Gu, Schwacky, Bender, Whitaker. In lane 9, Bentley D, Yurkowitz, Young, Fogel, and Tilo. Right now, let's see who remains in the lead. And it looks like that's Springfield. Springfield leading the way in lane 5. So this is a quick one, a 50 for each swimmer, up and back. Springfield will touch and send Norbert into the water. Not getting full touchpad data up here in lane 5, at least for Springfield. But Springfield is leading the way, and they will be your winner of heat number 1. So Springfield goes 144.51. Bentley takes second. Springfield takes third. So Springfield takes 2 out of the top 3 spots here. And that's a wrap on heat 1. So we're already underway. I thank all of you who have joined us here. There are the results. There are almost 70 people on the board right now. There are your lane assignments. Probably not going to have a chance to get through all of the names here for all 10 lanes in a 200 relay. So there are your lane assignments. Bryant F comes in with the top time. Cork, Sesniak, Mustachulo, and Carline. That's Bryant F. Again, Bryant comes in winners of the last 5 here. It looks like it's WPI leading the way right now in lane 7. That's Greenfield. He'll hand it off to Schlesman. So WPI leading the way early. Schlesman in the water. Nolan Schlesman. See if he can hold on to that lead here. And he not only holds on to the lead, but he extends that lead. What a good breaststroke leg by Schlesman. He'll hand it off to Grove. I believe that's Caitlin Grove. Caitlin Grove in the water for WPI. Of course, it always matters where you stack up your male and female swimmers in these relays. WPI continues to lead. They'll have Callahan looking to finish it out. Here comes Bryant in 5. That's Ava Mustachulo. So it'll be a battle between Callahan from WPI and Carline from Bryant. Here comes Raykop from Bentley as well in lane 4. And it looks like it is going to be Bentley in lane 4. 141.82. Bryant takes second. Bryant takes third. WPI takes fourth. So nice racing there. But it is Bentley University with the Heat 2 victory as we move into Heat number 3. Fast and furious action here at the WPI Sports and Rec Center. There are your lane assignments for the final heat. Bryant A in lane 5 with the top time, 136.30. Steen, Ferguson, Misto, and Figueroa. They're going to be tough to beat here. Bryant has the top 3 seeds, lanes 4, 5, and 6, in no particular order. Fox in lane 4, Steen in 5, Topfer in 6. Fairly even through this backstroke. It was lane 6. Nick Topfer leading the way. Amanda Whitkiss in the pool right now for Bryant. Amanda Whitkiss set the Bryant school record in, I believe it was the 2-fly earlier this year. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know she set a school record. Sophomore is a transfer from the University of Miami. WPI leads the way, though, in lane 7. That was Durea. Kang in the water now. She'll be followed by Lotta DiMascola. Looks like Misto has regained the lead for Bryant in lane 5, and he'll hand it off to the speedster Marcela Figueroa. Second seed today in the 50 freestyle, which we'll see this morning. So quite an accomplished sprinter. Figueroa starts to pull away from her teammate, Caitlin Archambault. Will Bryant go 1 and 2 here? No, they won't. Yes, they will. 1, 2, and 4. Springfield takes third. So Bryant, the team of Steen, Ferguson, Misto, Figueroa, they were the number 1 seed. They go out the number 1 team. So there will be a 5-minute break right now, folks. We're going to take that quick 5-minute break with them. Unfortunately, you're going to have a little bit of silence because I got to mute my mic here, but we will be back in 2 to 3 minutes and we'll get you ready for that women's 200 IM. Back at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center, there are the results of the mixed 200 medley relay. Bryant A and B go 1-2. Springfield College A takes third as we gear up for our next event of the morning, which is going to be the women's 200 IM. And right on cue, there are your lane assignments. There will be 6 heats here. Emily Roberts in 3, Ali Giovenco in 4, Sarah Griffith in 5, Lauren Balfour in 6, Natalie Carrington in lane 7. We'll see our top seed, Clara Steen from Bryan, a little bit later on in heat number 6. But the music has stopped. The swimmers are lined up and just about ready to go. WPI, as the host of this meet, does a fantastic job every year. A big kudos to everyone on the WPI team, starting at the top with Donna Harmon, the athletic director, sports information department, also very key in running a successful meet here. Rusty Egan, Alex Gutierrez, and his staff. This morning I have Nicole Miller with me, and Charlie, what's your last name? Charlie Peterson in the house as well. Charlie from New Jersey, Nicole from Massachusetts. They're both, Charlie's running our third camera this morning. Nicole is doing our camera switching here. Will be assisted by a bunch of different sports information student interns all weekend here at WPI. Head coach of WPI, Paul Bennett. I believe Paul is in his 23rd year as the head coach here. Assistant coaches, new assistant coach this year, Maddie Klatz. I believe that's the correct name. Coach Maddie, I'm sorry if I didn't get your last name right, but I believe it's Coach Maddie Klatz in her first year. Adriana Owen, the former top assistant here at WPI, has moved on to take the head coaching role at Wheaton College, right up the road, sort of. So best of luck to Adriana and her Wheaton Lions program. Off to a good start this year. Rest of the WPI staff, Coach Mark Wild, Spencer Coffin, Rob Owen. So WPI does a fantastic job here. I don't know what the holdup is. We're waiting. It's supposed to be a 5-minute break. We're on almost 10, maybe more, as the music comes back on. So the pool is empty. We're waiting for the officials here to get going in the 200 IM. As I mentioned, the top seed is Clara Steen. Top 3 seeds are all from Bryant: Clara Steen, Elena Pistrin, Summer Sakowitz. Skylar Lang from Bentley and Jordan Nuzback from Bentley round out the top 5 seeds, so we'll see them at the end. In the final heat, almost 80 people on the live stream, folks. Jump into that live chat. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for, what school. Somebody got a shout out, something that you want me to get on air, let me know. Birthdays, academic accomplishments, you name it. We are an equal opportunity credit sharer here. All of these teams have amazing student athletes with accomplishments both inside and outside of the pool. So we love to highlight them, make sure they get recognized. So jump into that live chat, let me know. Once again, I'll be happy to highlight those things. Looks like the officials are in place, the music is off. That's a pretty good sign that we are about to rock and roll with the 2IM. Lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 are open. Some of these schools are without some swimmers swimming in the U.S. Open Championships down in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's also the 6th season. There's a lot of flu going around right now. I know there are swimmers from almost every program here that are either sick and not able to be with us or under the weather and going to try and tough it out. But cold and flu season, folks, wash those hands. That's my public service announcement for the day. Always try and get one in, Nicole, always. Robertson 3, Giovenco in 4, Griffith in 5, Balfour in 6, Carrington in 7. Again, he won event 3, women's 200-yard IM. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center for day one of the 2024 Gompei Invitational, hosted by WPI. If you're just joining in, you didn't miss much. You missed the relays. 3 heats of the 2-med relay. Griffith, Giovenco, Carrington, 1, 2, and 3 right now. After the butterfly. Always like watching the IM races. Always see a lead change. I mean, you know, in the 200 it's tough because it's such a short race, but especially the 4 IM, always a lot of lead changes to see and keep track of. But right now, it's all Sarah Griffith from Bentley. She's leading the way. She's a junior. Came in with a time of 2:35.78 as they transition to the breaststroke. The breaststroke is typically where you'll start to see some changing of the guard going down. So we'll see what happens here. Natalie Carrington from WPI in lane 7, making a little bit of a move here. So is Ali Giovenco. But Griffith from Bentley still in control. She'll make her final turn into freestyle. She's got a 4.5-second lead on Giovenco, so barring some unforeseen circumstances, Griffith should be our winner of this opening heat. Again, she's trying to chase down a 2:35.78. That was her top time. There will be an A, B, and C final tonight, so 30 swimmers make it back. And look at that. She'll destroy that time, 2:25. So a 10-second drop for Griffith. Great job there. Giovenco, 14-second drop. Some big drops here. 7-second drop for Carrington. So they're your top 3 as we move into Heat 2. There are your final results. And here are the lane assignments for Heat 2. Where are they? Come on, Rob. Switch it over. We may not get to them in time. There they are. Pulaski in lane 1. Johnson in, Sophia Pulaski in 1. Chloe Johnson in 2. Katie Keegan in 3. Amelia Kulzer in 4. Lily Rice in 5. It's Ashley Favada in 6. Sophia Wong in 7. Maura Beltrami in 8. Mia Burns in 9. Devin McGovern in 10. Lily Rice comes into this heat with the top time. 2:28.50. She's a junior from Bentley, and she leads the way, 29.18 for that 50 fly. She's followed closely by Keegan and Pulaski. Good turn there by Rice. We've seen her have good swims here at the Gompei in previous years. Looks like lane 1, Sophia Pulaski from Brandeis is in 2nd. So some outside smoke at the bottom of your screen from Brandeis. But right now it's all Lily Rice. She's got a 2.25-second lead over Pulaski. Rice continues to lead the way as we approach 100 viewers here this morning on the WPI Athletics YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Alongside Charlie Peterson and Nicole Miller, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions, bringing you all of the action from the Gompei here this weekend. We're in day 1, session 1. Lily Rice is about to bring it home. And she does it with an 11-second time drop, 10-second time drop. So good job there by Rice. Pulaski takes second. Favada takes third. Soft touch there by Keegan in lane 3. So we'll have to check. You'll have to check Meet Mobile for her time after the fact. It was not a 2:36. There are your final results for Heat 2 as we move into Heat number 3. Caroline Hubert in 1, Michelle Lee in 2, Ivy Joyle in 3, Audrey Dino in 4, Maria Corneva in 5, Lauren Lord in 6, Rebecca Kaplan in 7, Olivia Velico in 8, Chloe Morris in 9, Riley Juice in lane 10. I don't know. Was there a DQ there? I think there might have been a. So Heat 2, lane 8 was disqualified there. That was Maura Beltrami from Merrimack. So a little bit of a delay here while we wait for the official to get back to the starting position, and then we'll be on our way with Heat number 3. Heat 3 in the water. Looks like that was lane 8. Olivia Velico from Sacred Heart out to a quick start. So is lane 1, Caroline Hubert, the bottom of your screen. Once again, if you're out there in live stream land, jump into that live chat. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for. We'll give them a shout out. Like to have good interaction here. It shouldn't be that early for you folks. 9:30 here, Eastern Standard Time. I'll give the folks out on the West in Seattle and Oregon a little bit of a break. Bright and early at 6:26 a.m. for them. But my East Coast folks, come on. We've been up for like 3 hours by now. Hubert. Really close at the top there. Olivia Velico, Hubert, and Corneva from WPI leading the way. Here comes Ivy Joyle from Clark in lane 3, so keep an eye on her. All right, here we go. Natalia Kuipers, go Bryant. Natalia is a Bryant graduate. 4-year swimmer at Bryant. Also competed in the Olympics and in many international swim meets representing the Virgin Islands. So good check-in from Natalia. Tammy Kessel, Chandler, Arizona. All right. So see, it's early for you, Tammy. I'll give you a little bit of a break. She says, go Bentley. Looks like it's going to be Olivia Velico. Strong back half here for Velico here in Heat 3, and she will be your winner. Only thing left is the time. She goes at 2:18, so she drops 7 seconds. There are your results. As we move into Heat 4, Abigail Hernandez in 1, Kylie Herbstuber in 2, Kristen Baker in 3, Julia Herbert in 4, Summer Sakowitz in 5, Amanda Whitkiss in 6, Casey Bednarik in 7, Brooke Malvey in 8, Elle Gindelsberger in 9, Neem O'Sullivan in lane 10. Sakowicz comes in here with the top time, 2:11.25, the sophomore from Bryant. No surprise, it is the butterfly specialist, Amanda Whitkiss, out to the fast start, out in a 26.70. She's followed by Sakowicz and Gindelsberger. Brianna Cooper checking in. She's rooting for Sacred Heart. So the two Bryant sophomores lead the way here, Whitkiss and Sakowicz. Sakowicz making up a little ground here. Let's see. Just a little bit. Still a little over a second and a quarter behind Whitkiss. Really quick tempo to Whitkiss's breaststroke. Stroke rate is high. And she's put a little more distance between herself and Sakowicz heading into the freestyle here. I believe that lead could be pushing 3 seconds here. Let's see. 3 1/4. So Whitkiss on her way to being the Heat 4 winner. Whitkiss came in the number 6 seed. Sakowicz was the number 3 seed. So Whitkiss is going to get it done here in a really good time. So she goes to 2:05.62. Sakowicz at 2:09.78. Third place goes to Baker. So nice swimming there by Whitkiss, Sakowicz, and Baker. They go 1, 2, and 3. Heat 5 of 6, ready to rock. Sarah Kang in 1, Kyla Barely in 2. Lotta DiMascola in lane 3. Gabby Robleski in 4, Elena Pistrin in 5, Jordan Nuzback in 6, Daniela Palomaro in 7, Emma Chambers in 8, Camilla De La Rosa in 9, and Grace Young in 10. Douglas Hernandez checking in. He says, go Abby. We have Josie DeRoy, James and Josie on our way to WPI from Montreal. All right. Go Bulldogs. Elena Pistrin leading the way, followed closely by Kang. Sarah Kang from WPI in lane 1. Pistrin will remain our leader going into the breaststroke here. Pistrin, Kang, Palomaro. So right now it's Amanda Whitkiss's time, 2:05 low, I believe. Let's double check that. $2:05.62 for Whitkiss. That's our top time so far. Again, we have one more heat to go after this. Elena Pistrin checks in 135.85, heading into free. So she's on track for a good 2 IM here. She came in with a 2:10.47. $2:07.15 for Pistrin. Second place goes to Palomaro, 2:12. Third place goes to Chambers. So Sacred Heart taking second and third. As we get into our final heat, and we'll see our top seed, Clara Steen, She came in with a 207, so she's going to need to improve on that 207 to upend Whitkiss, or else Whitkiss will be the #1 seed tonight. Oh, we get quite a few more people checking in. Hold on, I'll give you some shout-outs. Anastasia Biku in lane 1. It's Meredith Lubelchek in 2, Julia Fanning in 3, Jossie Nemchek in 4, Clara Steen in 5, Skylar Lang in 6, Rosemarie Nieto in 7, Sabrina Schuster in lane 8, Michaela Lee in 9, Audrey Teo rounds out the field in lane 10. And I see you in the live chat. I'll get to you in a second. Let's see what we got here. Barbara Casarino says, go Daniela. Natalia Kuipers, Elena is the wonder from down under. Chase Constantakos checking in. Minnesota cheering for the WPI Goats. Barbara Casino, way to go, Daniela. And Delana Tran from Bryant, one of the Bryant University divers, says, go Dogs. I believe that is Steen. Yes, it is. Steen followed closely by Skylar Lang and Jossie Nemchek. And look at this. Nemchek has caught up to Steen. This is going to be a very interesting final 50. Steen in 5. The freshman, Jossie Nemchek, in 4. Can Steen hold her off? Again, 2:05.62. Clocked in by Amanda Whitkiss is the top time here. Nobody's going to catch her, so Whitkiss will be the #1 seed. Steen will hold off. Oh, excuse me, that was Lang. Wow, okay, I got confused there. The B's on the caps. Bentley and Bryant both having similar scripts on some of their caps. Lang, Skylar Lang, what a race, good for her. 2:07.42. She takes first. Steen second, Nemchek third as we head into the men. Damian Andrews checking in also, father of Tim and Nick Andrews. The twins from Bryant, sophomores. You'll probably be seeing them coming up very shortly. But right now, Riley Cork in 1, Michael Belpedio in 2, Ryan Fogel in 3, Patrick Tersch in 4, Scott Kessel in 5, Kyle Chang in 6, Joey Hemerly in 7, Devin Mahaichuk in 8, Jake Bender in 9, Douglas Chen in 10. I missed that one, Natalia. Natalia said the Swedish Savage was in lane 5. That would have been Summer Sakowitz. No, that would have been Clara Steen, excuse me. Clara Steen, who had a good race there in the 2IM. Douglas Chen from Brandeis leading the way, looking strong right now, but getting a good chase by Riley Cork from Bryant in lane 1. Scott Kessel from Bentley in lane 5, so pretty tight field here. And it will be Riley Cork leading the way heading into the freestyle. So let's see if Cork can hold on. He's in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Kessel making a push here in lane 5. It's going to be tough, though. Cork has that lead. Probably just about 2 seconds or a little more, and it will be Riley Cork. leading off our 2IM on the men's side. 202.75. Kessel takes second. Bender takes third. As the rest of the field finishes up. $107 of you on the live stream right now. Appreciate you all taking the time to join us here as we move into Heat 2 of 4. Logan Ceseniak in 1, Keegan Rowe in 2, Colin Thompson in 3, Jack Ossie in 4, Tim Andrews, we just talked about him a minute ago, in 5, Matt Walden from Bentley in 6, Alex Urikowicz from Bentley in 7, Tyson Elliott in 8, Colton Winczek in lane 9, Riley Pazakaran in lane number 10. Right now it's Tim Andrews, no surprise, strong butterflyer, out in a 24.77 as they make the transition to backstroke. Andrews is going to get a good chase here in the backstroke by Matthew Walden. Solid backstroker from Bentley. He's in lane 6. Walden, Andrews, and Ossie. So our leaders can be found, no surprise, in the middle of the pool, lanes 4, 5, and 6. Ossie in 4, Andrews in 5, Walden in 6, and that's the order right now. 5, 6, and 7. Andrews, Walden, and Urikowicz. So Andrews maintains his lead. Heading into the freestyle. Good swim so far for Tim Andrews. The only swimmer to come in to this heat under a 2. Circle-seated heats, the last 3 heats. So it looks like it will be Tim Andrews getting it done here in heat number 2. 155.79. So Andrews drops 4 seconds. Walden takes second. Urikowicz takes third. So great swim there by Tim Andrews. We'll see his brother Nick a little later on in the program here as we move on to heat number 3. Gerald Gutierrez in 1, Daniel Avenchikov in 2, Derek McIntyre in 3, Brian Hall in 4, Christopher Smith in 5, Benjamin Lee in 6, Jack Ferguson in 7. Roman Tedeschi is not here. He is one of those, unfortunately, scratches. A little under the weather this weekend. We wish the best to Roman and his Buffalo Bills loving father as well. I say that begrudgingly. Just kidding, just kidding. Ryan Eng in 9, Samuel Bundy in lane 10. Once again, Christopher Smith leading the way here for WPI. Good pacing on that backstroke. Good turn into the breaststroke. It's Smith, Ivanchikov, and Lee. 1, 2, and 3. Jonathan Schuster checking in from Connecticut. Sabrina Schuster's dad, freshman on the Bryant team, checking in from Connecticut. He says, "Go Bulldogs." What's up, Jonathan? Glad you're joining us here this morning. Christopher Smith still looking strong here, but here comes Benjamin Lee from Brandeis. They're separated by just under 0.2 of a second. Smith and Lee will battle it out here. Final 25 yards. They turn almost simultaneously. Smith in 5, Lee in 6, and this one, look at Lee surging at the flags and into the wall. It's going to be Lee. 154.55. So Lee takes first, Smith second, Hall third. WPI goes 1 and 2. As we move into our final heat, and our number 1 overall seed in the 2IM, it's Aiden Trenery, the junior from Bryant University. Trenery comes in with a time of 155.97. My eyes are deceiving me on this small print. Eddie Arefiev in 1, Bora Hurst in 2, Jack Meekins in 3, Nick Topfer in 4. The aforementioned Trenery in lane 5, Matt Quinney in 6, Roman St. Juan in 7, Griffin Kelleher in 8, Dawson Milligan in 9, Jake Thomas in 10. I think there was a DQ there. I think. Usually when there is a little bit of a break and the official, I can't find the official, but typically they'll notify the coach of the DQ, and then they'll also notify. So it was heat 3, lane 9, DQ'd there. That was Ryan Ing from WPI. So we're getting back to the action here. Our number 1 seed, once again, Aiden Trenery in lane number 5. Good starts by the field here. Trenery, Matt Quinney, Jack Meekins among your leaders after 25. Looks like it's going to be Quinney, though. Quinney, Meekins, and Trenery separated by 0.6 of a second here, heading into the backstroke. Trenery, our number 1 seed. Quinney, our number 4 seed. Bit of a surge here by Bentley's Jack Meekins. He takes over the lead, so Meekins leading the way. Topfer second, Quinney in third. Trenery dropped all the way down to 9th, but you see he's already making that up with the breaststroke here. So our number 1 seed's going to have to work to be the number 1 seed tonight in finals. He's definitely making up a lot of ground here on Quinney and Roman San Juan. Quinney and Trenery separated by 0.3 of a second heading into the freestyle, and it looks like it is Trenery now who takes over the lead. So Trenery rebounding from a pretty tough backstroke leg here. Let's see if he can finish the comeback. Here comes his teammate Roman San Juan making a late push. But at the flags and into the wall, it's going to be Trenery. So our number 1 seed, just off his best time, but he will secure that top spot tonight. San Juan second, Quinney third. So nice job by Aiden Trenery there as we move to the women's 50 free. These are going to be fast and furious, folks. Seslick in 3, Waldron in 4, Tully Giles in 5, Mercado in 6, Hefty in 7, Fox in 8. Swimmers are stood up there. Lanes 1, 2, 9, and 10 are open. Off and running on the 50 free. Jackie Fox leads the way from Bryant in lane number 8. Looks like she's going to be our Heat 1 winner. 25.95 for Fox. Number 1 seed here is Kei Shen from Springfield. 24.07. We'll see her in the final heat. Marcela Figueroa, the number 2 seed. Charlie Legale, the number 3 seed. Caitlin Archambault, number 4. And Emma Shao, number 5. Christiana Strange from Merrimack comes in the top swimmer in this heat. But right now, Gabrielle Miller from Merrimack blazing a trail, and it will be Miller. Miller, Slater, Strange go 1, 2, and 3. Heat 3 in the water. Finnecane, Tuccio in 2, Cartwright in 3, McCarthy in 4, Stellato in 5, Krikorian in 6, Harney in 7, White in 8, Collins in 9, Rira in lane number 10. Splash and dash here. It looks like it's going to be lane 4. Is that McCarthy? Too close to call here, folks. No, it's Cartwright. Corinne Cartwright gets it done, 25.44. McCarthy takes second. Krikorian takes third. So Corinne Cartwright from Springfield, our Heat 3 winner. As we move into Heat 4, Wativan in 1, Davis in 2, King in 3, Schuster in 4, Legale in 5, Montanari in 6, Cowing in 7, McLeod in 8, Waite in 9, and Zuliani in lane number 10. Schuster and Legale battling it out here. And it looks like it's going to be Legale with Schuster right behind her. Actually, Casey McLeod takes second. Schuster takes third. So Charlie Legale, our Heat 4 winner. As we move into Heat number 5. Spaciano in 1, Daly in 2, Carline in 3, O'Leary in 4, Figueroa in 5, Shao in 6, Dunnigan in 7, Gonzalez in 8, Wild in 9, Davidson in 10. Figueroa is our number 2 seed. Keep an eye on Kendra Daly, though, the Merrimack College speedster in lane 2. She's in a battle with Figueroa. Who's going to get there? And it is Kendra Daly. 24.17. She edges Figueroa by 2/100ths. Emma Shao takes third. And we're on our final heat. Madison Capria in 1, Natalie Chamberlain in 2, Leah Kolb in 3, Elise Richardson in 4, Kei Shen, the number 1 seed in 5, Caitlin Archambault in 6, Sophie Dorsch in 7, Emma Haas in 8, Maddie McAloon in 9, and Jada Guo in lane 10. Kei Shen with that slight lead right now over Archambault. Here comes Archambault. Who's going to touch first? And it's Shen, 24-20. So Kei Shen takes first, Archambault second. Sophie Dorsch takes third as we now move into the men's 50 free. There will be 6 heats. Lane 4, Joey Toomey. Lane 5, Daniel Now. And lane 6, Ian Perry. Heat 2 in the water. Grafia in 1, Werb in 2, Tarbreak in 3, Sukov in 4, Calandria in 5, Nabi in 6, Villalba in 7, Hanscom in 8, Genovese in 9. Lane 10 is open. 120 viewers on the broadcast. We appreciate all of you taking your time here this morning as we watch Nabi. Daniel Nabi from Brandeis, our heat winner. Calandria takes second. Sukov takes third. As we head into heat number 3. Ben Terentiev in 1, Isaac Lowe in 2, Thomas Meal in 3, Solomon Skelton Harris in 4, Xavier Villanueva in 5, Chuck London in 6, Nicholas Braun in 7, Brian Kim in 8, Spencer Studley in 9, and it's Braden Potter rounding out the field in lane 10. Mealy and Skelton Harris, who's going to get there first? And it is Skelton Harris taking first. Mealy takes second, Braun third. As we quickly move on to heat 4. Calvin Yee, our number 3 seed coming in. You'll find him in lane 5. Reed in 1, Guyan in 2, Schlesman in 3, Djokovic in 4, Yee in 5, Backlund in 6, Yao in 7, Marzano in 8, Tarka in 9, Whitaker in lane 10. Backlund gets it done from Springfield, taking first. Yao from Brandeis second. Third place goes to Djokovic. As we move into heat 5. And now we'll see our number 2 seed, Nick Andrews. We saw Tim Andrews earlier in the IM. Here's his twin brother, Nick. Sprint specialist here in lane 5 from Bryant. Great start by Dean Dubeck from WPI. Wow, great. We don't have reaction times here, but had an amazing reaction time. So Dean Dubeck, about as dominating as you can be in a 50, 21:03, almost 7/10 ahead of Topfer and Zongetti. Andrews takes fourth. As we move into the final heat in our top overall seed here, it's the sophomore from Bryant University, James Misto. Lane 9 will be open. Alawalia in 1, McCullough in 2, Rowson in 3, Raykopf in 4, Misto in 5, Moo in 6, Tesoro in 7, Zukowski in 8, Ruyer in 10. Off and running again. Keep an eye on Misto in lane 5. His best time is actually a sub 20, 19. And it will be Misto, 20.94. Raykop second. Moo takes third, a round out. So we're going to move into the 500. All right, folks, we're back. We're going to try and go with a wide view for the 500 here. We'll see how this turns out. And I just keep it, actually, you know what we'll do? Stay there, we're good. Since there's only 4 swimmers this heat, I can tighten it a little. It's always tough. Yeah, just because it looks crooked, but it's because the camera's not in the middle. So the camera looks crooked, folks. I understand that. That camera is not in the middle of the pool, so it's over to the left a little bit, so that's why it looks a little askew there. But in the 500s, we like to make sure that everybody gets to see their swimmer through the whole race. And if we only focus on the leaders, then it's going to be very tough for everybody to see everybody. So there we have it. So if you don't like this view, my 500 folks, let me know. We can go back to switching between cameras 1 and 2, but if we do that, we're only going to be able to catch the leaders of each heat. And what typically happens in these 500s is they spread out. So we know it's not ideal. I wasn't able to get that camera position right in the middle. So again, the broadcast looks like it's had a few too many drinks. It's a little off to the side, but at least you get to see all of the swimmers. Taranelli in lane 3, Carrington in 4, Collins in 5, Kaylin Harron in 6, Ava Young in lane 7, Sarasah checking in. Strong 50s for Merrimack there. Yes, they were. Once again, we're at the WPI Sports and Rec Center. It's the 2024 Gompei Invitational hosted by WPI. Bryant has won this event the last 5 years. One of 2 Division I schools that are participating here, Merrimack College being the other. Frigid day here in Worcester. Had our first inclement weather of the season yesterday. So in the greater Worcester area, they got, I don't know, maybe like 4 inches? Nicole agrees with me. We're going to call it about 4 inches of snow. It was a bit of a treacherous drive heading up here yesterday in the bad weather as Ava Young continues to lead the way here in lane 7 from Bentley. She's got the bell. So now we'll go to 1 and 2. So Ava Young in 7, Wynn Collins in lane 5. They will be our top 2 finishers here in heat number 1. How's the weather where you are, folks? There's an hour's worth of 500s right here. We got some time to fill. Who's got the best weather? I know we have some people checking in from Arizona. Young goes 5:53.95. Collins 5:55.66. Harron goes 6:05.92. So those are your top 3. As we move into heat 2, there are your lane assignments. We will, as soon as Meet Mobile does update, we will work to get you some results. But we don't have those yet. We hope to have them at some point. Yeah, they are. We don't have any results yet besides the relays. So, again, we'll get you some results as soon as we can. Widening that view for you. Make sure you can catch all 10 lanes here. Again, Kerner in 1, Grove in 2, Knight in 3, Keegan in 4, Giles in 5. It's Savoy in 6, Koshin Sparger in 7, Champagne in 8, Tilo in 9, Cloxton in 10. All right, so Anthony DiMascola checks in 30 to 40s in the Northwest. Got some snow. Mount Rainier is amazing. It is a beautiful visual sight when you're out there. I do agree, Anthony. So the Pacific Northwest having some weather pretty similar to what we're having here in New England. It's a little colder here in New England. What are we looking at today? I think 20s? 25 degrees here in Worcester right now. Emma Savoy leads the way from Springfield in lane 6. She's the only swimmer going left to right now, so that's how you can identify her on this wide view. Rachel Tilo in 2nd, Sid Kochensparger in 3rd. Savoy continues to lead, going from left to right. She approaches the 275-yard mark and passes it. Emma Savoy comes in. Let's see where her seed was. Savoy continues to look strong. Approaching the 350-yard mark. Sid Kochensparger in lane 7, so 1 lane above Savoy. So we're working on getting the results of all of the events so far, having them run up here so we can give you the finals. They are announcing it, but we are not connected into the PA, so we don't have that. And Meet Mobile is not updated, so we don't have that. So I'll try and get it to the old-fashioned way as Emma Savoy gets the bell. She's in lane 6. She's going from left to right, white Springfield cap. She hits the flags right now, about to make her final turn. That's Emma Savoy from Springfield. She's a junior. So Savoy will finish up in a 5:18.98. Sid Koshin-Sparger from Clark will take second. And it looks like it'll be Aaron Knight taking third. As we move into heat number 3. Morgan McDonough in lane 1. Claire Ferroni in lane 2. Natalie Chamberlain in 3. Sophia Matera in 4. Jenna Wild in 5. It's Marley Milne in lane 6. Olivia Ronahan in 7. Lydia Moliteri in lane 8. Sarah Holstein in 9. And Kara Schwacky from Bentley in lane 10. So once again, McDonough in 1, Ferroni in 2, Chamberlain in 3, Matera in 4. Jenna Wild, she is your leader right now from Brandeis in lane 5. Marley Milne in lane 6, Olivia Ronahan in 7. Lydia Molitieri in lane 8, Sarah Holstein in 9, Kara Schwacky in lane 10. Carla Nordenstrom checking in. Goes Springfield College, rock those 500s. They're doing their best right now. Natalie Chamberlain in the water from Springfield in lane 3, currently in 4th. But right now it's Jenna Wild from Brandeis leading the way. Jenna Wild continues to lead the way as I have some results for you. So in the women's 2IM, the alternates are Rebecca Kaplan and Sophia Pulaski, both from Brandeis. Swimming in the C final, Caroline Ubert, Ivy Joyle, Kyla Bailey, Abigail Hernandez, Anastasia Biku, Brooke Malvey, Julia Herbert, Olivia Velico, Kylie Herbstuver, and Michaela Lee. Swimming in the B final, Gabby Robleski, Meredith Lubelchek, Lily Rice, Ellie Gindelsberger, Sarah Kang, Kristen Baker, Rosemarie Nieto, Camila De La Rosa, Sabrina Schuster, and Julia Fanning. And swimming in the A final, Lotta DiMascola, Jordan Nuzback, Emma Chambers, Daniela Palomero, Jossie Nimchek, Summer Sakowitz, Clara Steen, Skyla Lang, Elena Pistrin, and your number one seed with a time of 2:05.62. It is Amanda Whitkiss, the sophomore from Bryant. On the men's side, alternates Kyle Chang and Patrick Tersch, both from WPI. Swimming in the C final, Eddie Orofiev, Jake Bender, Gerald Gutierrez, Riley Pasakaran, Logan Cizaniak, Scott Kessel, Colton Litwinchek, Keegan Rowe, Dawson Milligan, and Griffin Kelleher. Swimming in the B final, Riley Cork, Jack Ossie, Tyson Elliott, Derek McIntyre, Jack Meekins, Colin Thompson, Samuel Bundy, Nick Topfer, Bora Hurst, and Jake Thomas. And swimming in the A final, Alex Yurkowitz, Matt Quinney, Jack Ferguson, Roman San Juan, Brian Hall, Matt Walden, Aiden Trenery. Good race here at the end. Who's going to outtouch who? And it's going to be Chamberlain. Come from behind victory. Nice job. Natalie Chamberlain from Springfield outtouches Jenna Wild from Brandeis. Lydia Molitari from Merrimack takes third. Again, the A final, leaving off at Matthew Walden, Aiden Trenery, Tim Andrews, Christopher Smith, and the number one seed going into tonight with a 154.55. It's Benjamin Lee from Brandeis. We'll go into Heat 4. Allie Burnett in 1, Claudia Walker in 2, Allie Marvel in 3, Madison Capria in 4, Winter Berube in 5, Sophia Pinsence in 6, Milena Whitney in 7, Natalie Norbit in 8, Kylie Nordenstrom in 9, Paige Levine in lane number 10. The women's 50 free. So there is a swim-off required it'll be at the end of this session between Elle Witteveen from Bryant and Julia Stellato from Sacred Heart University. So they will swim off. I'll give you your A final. Casey McLeod, Chloe Gonzalez, Emma Haas, Charlie Lagalais, Emma Schall, Sophie Dorsch, Caitlin Archambault, Kay Shen, Marcella Figueroa, and our number one seed from Merrimack is Kendra Daly. In the B final, Maddie McAloon, Katrina Waite, Leah Kolb, Emma Davis, Hannah King, Katrina O'Leary, Natalie Chamberlain, Sabrina Schuster, Jill Carline, and Elise Richardson. Going to the men's 50 free. Our alternates are Xavier Villanueva and Jacob Zukowski swimming in the C final. Chuck London, Nicholas Braun, Jules Roy, Patrick Tarker, Casey Whitaker, Brian Garvey, Thomas Mealy, Solomon Skelton Harris, Keegan Rowe, Angelo Reed. In the B final, Tyler Marzano, Gavin McCullough, Via Angian, Danny Lair, Andrew Van De Water, Angad Alawalia, Zach Ellis, Nolan Schlesman, Nick Andrews, Alex Rousen. And swimming in the A final, Calvin Yee, Euros Djokovic, Eric Zhao, Luke Zangetti, Sean Tesoro, Peter Moo, Ethan Rakoff, Dan Backlund, Dean Dubeck, and our number one seed from Bryant with a 20.94, it's the sophomore James Misto. So you're all caught up there with who's swimming in finals tonight. I'll do my best to see if we can get updates as we move toward the end. But right now, Natalie Norbert from Springfield leading the way. She's in lane 8. So you see her at the top of your screen from right to left. Madison Capria in lane 4 in a battle with Winter Berube for second. $150 left for Norbert. She continues to lead the way. In lane number 8 towards the top of your screen. The real battle is between Capria and Berube in lanes 4 and 5. Less than 150 yards to go. Norbert seems to be cruising here with 100 left. Capria takes that slight lead for second over Berube. Norbert leads the way. So Norbert makes her way toward the finish in lane 8. Natalie Norbert from Springfield. She's a sophomore. She'll go a 5:24.88. She drops 14 seconds. Capria will edge out Burnett. So nice job by Allie Burnett. So Springfield goes 1 and 3. Capria from Bentley takes second. As we move on to heat number 5. Swimming in lane 1, it's Ruby Krikorian. In lane 2, it's Taylor Demarest. In lane 3, it's Neva Sa. In lane 4, it's Charlotte Caducin. In lane 5, it's Kate Crucier. In lane 6, it's Casey Bednarik. In lane 7, it's Caitlin Schwartz. In lane 8, it's Maeve English. In lane 9, it's Brooke Labarge. And in lane 10, from Merrimack, it is Olivia Conlon. Charlotte Caducin from Sacred Heart in lane 4 leads the way. Pretty tight field right now in lane heat 5. Caducin remains our leader by 2 seconds over Neva Sa. So good battle shaping up here at the halfway mark. Caducin in 4, Sa in 3. Neva Sa, you see, starting to make her move from Merrimack. About a body length behind Caducin. They come in with very similar times, separated by about a second and a half. Right now, they're only separated by a little over 1 second as Neva Sa makes her move, approaching the 325-yard mark. That lead has been reduced to 0.2 of a second. So here we go, folks. Neva Sa from Merrimack, our new leader, hitting the 375-yard mark. Charlotte Caducin from Sacred Heart trying to stay with her. They are practically stroke for stroke, but Sa starting to pull ahead with 100 to go. Neva Sa leading the way. Charlotte Caducin in second. And it will be Neva Sa with 50 to go. Sa leading the way. So Neva Sa, nice performance here. Call it a come from behind victory. Didn't really take over the lead until the 400-yard mark. But she starts to pull away here, and it will be Neva Sa from Merrimack. Caducin will take second. Third place will go to Maeve English in lane 8. As we move into heat number 6. Taylor White in lane 1, Julia Freshar from Sacred Heart in 2, Ari Hansberger from Bryant in 3, Sophia Velico from Sacred Heart in 4, Abby Keene from Central Connecticut in lane 6, Hannah King from Bryant in 7, Sophie Milhomans from CCSU in 8, Sarah Falder from Bryant in 9, Melanie Sanchez from Sacred Heart in 9, and Hannah Kritkowski in 10, just to make sure there. Milhomans in 7, Falder in 8, Sanchez in 9, Kritkowski in 10. Right now, Sophia Velico leading the way, and Demarest checking in, wishing Taylor Demarest good luck. And you got to give me a team here. Who's Taylor Demarest with? I'm trying to look on the... What I would say is, well, folks, is the finals that I read off, I would make sure that you check Meet Mobile at some point this afternoon. Bound to be some changes, some scratches, so on and so forth. Sophie Velico still leads the way. All right, thanks, Shannon. Taylor Demarest from CCSU. Ari Hansberger in second right now. So lanes 4 and 3, respectively, 1 and 2. Sophia Velico continues to lead the way. Ari Hansberger right there with her. Abby Keene from CCSU in third. Velico continues to lead the way. Hansberger making up a little bit of ground here. But this has been a strong 25 right here for Velico as she looks to gain that 3 to 4 second lead back. Velico extends that lead over Hansberger to 4.5 seconds. Velico continues to lead the way, less than 100 left. Hansberger from Bryant second. Abby Keene from CCSU in third. Velico makes her final turn. It will be Sophia Velico from Sacred Heart. The sophomore came in with a 5:13. She'll finish with a 5:03, so a 10-second drop for Velico. Hansberger from Bryant will take second, 5:09.82. 8-second drop for her. Keene third, 5:12.47. That rounds out your top three. Carlos Jose Madera checking in from the Dominican Republic. The reach is wide here on the WPI Athletics YouTube page as we're at the Gompei. Here's Heat 7, our final heat. Lara Di Mascola in lane 1. Lauren Lord in lane 2. Paige Edwards in 3. Charlie Lagalais in lane 4. Michaela Pierce, conference champion in the 500 in lane 5. Maggie Rutledge in 6. Gabby Spaciano in 7. Anna Jackson in lane 8. Joe Carline in 9. And Megan Hammerlund in lane 10. So Michaela Pierce, our number 1 seed. Junior from Bryant University. It's Anna Jackson right now off to the hot start in lane 8. So the two Bryant teammates pacing each other. Pierce, one of the best distance swimmers that I've been able to see in person over the course of quite a few years of swimming here, is able to maintain her pace and build and hold and continue to build as she's doing right now. You see her in the middle of your screen. Anna Jackson looking strong as well. Paige Edwards from Bryant in lane 3 is in 3rd place. So Bryant 1, 2, and 3 right now. Jackson continues to lead as we approach the halfway mark. Jackson, the junior from Tennessee. Pierce, the junior from Long Island, New York. 1 and 2 right now. Pierce starting to make a little bit of a move here. I think you could see Pierce take over the lead at this wall. And we do. So Michaela Pierce from Bryant leading the way. Jackson remains in 2nd, Edwards in 3rd. Pierce always with that solid back half speed. You're seeing her exhibit that right now. Anna Jackson doing a great job, though, hanging in there. Here comes Paige Edwards. Keep an eye on her in lane 3. She's going to be battling with Jackson for that 2nd place spot. Pierce comes in 5:05. Jackson 5:17. Edwards 5:15. Pierce will get the bell here. .25 yards to go. It will be Michaela Pierce. Anna Jackson holding strong in second with Paige Edwards right now in third. So Bryant will go 1, 2, 3 here. And Pierce will go a 5:03.59. I think that's a season best time for her. Ahead of the 5:05.21 she comes in with. Jackson takes second, Edwards takes third as we move into the men's side. Only 4 heats on the men's side of the 500. Heat 1 for the men. On the blocks, lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 are open. Colton Wincheck in lane 3. Josh Calandria in 4. John Zooks in 5. Nick Cordell in 6. Soya Lisowski in lane 7. Wincheck out to the fast start from Bryant. Wincheck continues to lead. Followed by Zooks, Cordell, and Calandria. Wincheck at the halfway mark continues to lead the way. It's followed by John Zooks and Nick Cordell from Clark. Wincheck in 3, Calandria in 4, Zooks in 5, Cordell in 6, Lisowski in 7. Wincheck cruising along here. Comes in. Actually, I don't have his time. No time entered for Wincheck, but looking really strong here. He's in lane 3 at the bottom of your screen, going from right to left. At the conclusion of these 500s, we'll move into our final two events, the 2 breast and the 1 fly. That'll round us out for this morning. I think we got about an hour left. Scheduled to end around 11:47. That could be a minute or two early or later. There's the bell for wind check from Bryant in lane 1. He's a senior, so this is his last Gompei Invitational. Going out with a good swim here. He will be our Heat 1 winner. Really picked up the pace at the end. And the wind check goes 5:01.79. He really picked it up at the end. I bet he was thinking in his head, now let me see if I can break that 5-minute mark. So close. What a great swim. Again, he came in with no time, so I don't know how that ranks in his best times. Cordell takes second. Zooks takes third. We'll move into heat number 2. Kai West in lane 1, Sam Beer in 2, Greg Kratz in 3. Lane 4 is open. Luke Abramson in 5, Jacob Antonovich in 6, Xavier Villanueva in 7, CJ Eaton in 8, Luke Sperling in 9, Scott Kessel in 10. For those NBA folks, Celtics return to action tonight at the TD Garden. They host Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics come in, I believe, at 18-4, second best record in the Eastern Conference, only trailing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Celtics have won 2 in a row. Catch that action if you're in town tonight, 7:30. Jacob Antonovich from WPI in lane 6, leading the way early. Jacob Antonovich, sophomore from WPI, leading the way right now. He's followed by Scott Kessel from Bentley in lane 10. Luke Abramson from Brandeis in lane 5. Antonovich continues to look strong. He's extended that lead over Kessel by almost 0.7 of a second. Now leads by 3.5 seconds. So just to set the stage for the remainder of the day, folks, we'll be back at 1:30 for diving. It's a very short diving program today. I don't even think it's a half hour long. And that will encompass synchronized diving. Diving will be presented with no commentary, just giving you all a heads up. I am not a diving expert. I would be doing you a disservice if I tried to understand what was going on. And from my broadcast position, the way the judges are seated, they're seated perpendicular to me, so I can't see the scores either. We do have a camera down in the well, so we'll hope to bring you some good video coverage of that. And then tonight, we'll be back at 5:45 for 6 o'clock finals will follow the same timing cadence until Sunday, where the finals start at 5:30 and not 6. Jacob Antonovich continues to lead the way. Let's see what that lead is built up to. 6 seconds over Luke Abramson, who moves up into second. Scott Kessel, third. Jacob Antonovich looking to put the finishing touches on a good swim here. Silver Cap going from right to left makes his final turn. Came in with a 5:20 flat. Let's see what he can go. Oh, he's going to demolish that time. Oh, just going to miss sub 5, maybe sub 5. Come on, Jacob, get there, and he does it. 4:59.03. Nice swim for Antonovich. He breaks 5 minutes. Abramson takes second. Kessel takes third. We root for all swimmers on here, folks, and love to see someone breaking that 5-minute mark. Nice job, Jacob Antonovich from WPI as we move to heat 3 of 4. Douglas Chen in lane 1 from Brandeis. In lane 2 from WPI, it's Fraser Milligan. In lane 3 from Springfield, it's Ryan Goolsby. In lane 4 from Bentley, it's Leighton Wilgazinski. In lane 5 from Bryant, it's Aiden Acuna Rosa. In lane 6 from Bryant, it's Griffin Schimmel. In lane 7 from Bryant, it's Uras Djokovic. In lane 8 from Bentley, it's Andrew Machuca. In lane 9 from Springfield, it's Nick Hall. And in lane 10 from Bentley, it's Stephen Calabro. Once again, if you're just joining us, we're live at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. It's the 2024 Gompei Invitational hosted by WPI Swimming and Diving alongside Charlie Peterson, Nicole Miller. I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions, bringing you all of the action here this weekend from a chilly Worcester, Massachusetts. Schimmel leading the way from Bryant, followed by Djokovic and Acuna Rosa. Three days of swimming action, 3 days of diving action. Trials, finals format for the swimmers. Top 30 in each event for the prelims make it back for the A, B, and C finals. WPI, always a good host. This is the, I believe I said the 12th Gompei Invitational. Nicole, 12th or 13th? 13th. Let's double check. Yeah, it started in 13. 12. Yeah, started in 2013. The winners. Let's go through the winners of the Gompei while we're in this 500. In 2013, WPI men, WPI women. In 14, WPI men and Assumption. And women, it was WPI. Took second. 2015 winners, Stevens men and Assumption women. 2016, it was WPI. 17 was Rowan, who hasn't made an appearance here in a couple years. 18 was Bryant, 19 was Bryant, 20, of course, was the COVID year. There was no Gompei. 21, 22, 23 was Bryant. So Bryant looking to win their 6th Gompei in a row. Djokovic from Bryant leading the way, followed by Griffin Schimmel. Leighton Will Gazinski from Bentley in 3rd. See if it stays that way, and it does. Djokovic, Schimmel, Will Gazinski, Acuna Rosa in 4th. No change, going and eclipsing the 400-yard mark. There's the bell for Djokovic, followed closely by Schimmel. So 50 to go for Djokovic. He has a pretty commanding lead, I think, commanding with 25 to go. He's probably ahead by a second and a half over Schimmel. Schimmel making a late push here. So is Acuna Rosa. And it will be Djokovic, 4:43.48. He drops 12 seconds. Schimmel goes a 4:44. He drops 7. Acuna Rosa, play those numbers, all fours, 4:44.44. Rounding out your top 3. We'll head into our final heat on the men's side. Daniel Corey in lane 1 from WPI. In lane 2 from Springfield, it's Jordan McMillan. In lane 3 from Bentley, it's Daniel Avanchikov. In lane 4 from Bryant, it's Andrew Gamper. In lane 5 from Bryant, it's Nick Andrews. In lane 6 from Bryant, it's Valentin Hansberger. In lane 7 from WPI, it's Aiden Greenfield. In lane 8 from Bryant, it's Christian Pereira. In lane 9 from WPI, it's Nikita Zuev. And in lane 10 from Clark, it's Daniel Smith. Lane 6 is a scratch, actually. So Hansberger is a scratch for Bryant. Lane 6 is open. And that's Nick Andrews from Bryant leading the way. Second time seeing Nick this morning. Out in a 54.08, followed by Pereira and Gamper. Gladys Rosa checking in. Go Bulldogs, go Aiden. Yes, Aiden, one of the top distance swimmers on the Bryant Bulldogs team. Just had a good race. Sure we'll see him in finals again tonight. Nick Andrews continues to lead the way, followed by Pereira and Gamper. Nick Andrews, part of, or one of 4 Andrews boys. Nick, of course, has his twin brother, Tim, who is also on the team. and two other younger brothers who are both very good athletes in their own right, Hunter and Tristan. And Nick Andrews continues to lead the way here. Let's see what that lead is here. And he has extended that lead over Gompei to just about 2.5 seconds. Gompei cuts into that lead a little bit, 2.35 seconds. I'll tell you, Nick Andrews had some serious cupping therapy going on. He's got he's got a lot of cupping marks on his back. Of course, many athletes use the cupping technique for quicker recovery. Whatever he's doing, it's working because Andrews continues to lead here. Andrews and Gompei, followed by Pereira. There's the bell for Andrews. 50 to go. 50 yards separates Nick Andrews from a Heat 4 victory in the men's 5 free. Gompei has cut the lead to under 2 seconds, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make that up in the final 25. We'll see here, folks. Here we go. Nick Andrews in 4. Excuse me, Nick Andrews in 5. Andrew Gompei in 4. They're at the flags, into the wall. Andrews is safe. He gets the win. Gompei comes in second, separated by 0.7 of a second, and it will be Pereira taking third. So we'll now move on to the women's 200-yard breaststroke. There will be how many heats? 3 heats. Excuse me, 4 heats. 4 heats of the women, 3 heats of the men. Cloxton in 4, Darcy and Selmy in 5, Charlotte Scott in 6. Hey, Brian, so I know they have Meet Mobile turned on down on the deck. And we have there has been word given to them that it's not updating, but I think there might be some issue with Meet Mobile right now because they do have everything updated down on deck. Sometimes Meet Mobile is a little finicky. And I know, I feel your pain. The only event that's been updated is the first relay event. So we'll get another message down to them on deck for sure. I wish I had some control over that, Brian, but I don't. And unfortunately, typically what we do is we are connected into the system, as you'll see, and Selmy here make her final 50 turn. We typically, the way we're connected in, are able to get those real-time results. But since the last time we broadcasted here, WPI got a new computer, and I was unaware of that. And with that new computer, there's some new firewall set up that we got to try and figure out that's preventing some of the data from passing up to me. So in a normal day, we would have those results in real time. We just don't today. I'm not even sure if we will this weekend. So it's giving you an update there as Anselmi takes first. Scott will take second, and Cloxton will take third. We'll move into heat number 2 at some point soon. There are your lane assignments for heat 2. Samantha Slater in 1, Emma McCarthy in 2, Elle Gindelsberger in 3, Daniela Palomaro in 4, Jossie Nemchek in 5, Rosemarie Nato in 6, Ella Witteveen in 7, Audrey Teo in 8, Erica Kerner in 9. Sorry, lane 2 is open. That's a scratch. So lanes 2 and 10 are open. Keep an eye on Jossie Nemchek here from Bryant. She's a freshman, one of their outstanding breaststrokers. She leads the way after 50, out in a 31.80, 14 100ths ahead of Nieto from Sacred Heart. Yeah. So, Brian, if you check Meet Mobile now, it is updated through the women's 500 free. So they are, I just got word from the deck, they're dealing with like a spotty connection to the Meet Mobile servers. But it is updated now through event 7. Jossie Nemchek, Rosemarie Nieto in a battle which is going to be won by Jossie Nemchek. 2:22.60. She drops 4 seconds. Nieto takes second. Tight battle for third, and it will be Gindelsberger from Sacred Heart. We'll move to heat number 3. Chloe Morris in lane 1. Michelle Lee in lane 2. Meredith Lubelchek in 3. Bella Montanari in 4. Nina Lamb in 5. Grace Young in 6. Julia Herbert in 7. It's Olivia Velico in 8. And Ali Giovenco in lane number 9. Nina Lamb from Springfield comes in with your top time in Heat 3, 2:26.35. She leads Grace Young and Bella Montanari. At the halfway mark, it's all Nina Lamb, 3-second lead on Grace Young from CCSU. Lamb looking very strong, looks to increase that lead. And she has increased it by quite a bit. 6.5 seconds. The lead over Young, 7.25 over Montanari. Once again, if you're looking for some results in Meet Mobile, it has been updated through event 7. So that's the good news. Our guys down at the main desk there, Rob Owen, Tim, Spencer Coffin, Ricky Coffin doing an amazing job as usual. And it is Nina Lamb, 2:21.25, 5-second time drop. Lamb takes first, Montanari takes second, Young takes third. Last heat of the women's 2 breast is in the water. Daisy Sweetman from Clark in lane 1. In lane 2 from WPI, it's Kylie Herbstuber. In lane 3 from WPI, it's Melena Whitney. In lane 4 from Bentley, it's Skylar Lang. In lane 5 from Bryant, it's Elena Pistrin. In lane 6 from Bryant, it's Caitlin Archambault. In lane 7 from Merrimack, it's Camilla De La Rosa. In lane 8 from CCSU, it's Veronica Okarowski. In lane 9 from WPI, it's Niam O'Sullivan. In lane 10 from Merrimack, Mia Burns. Elena Pistrin out to the fast start, followed by Skylar Lang and Caitlin Archambault. Top 3 separated by a second. Pistrin, Lang, and Archambault, 1, 2, and 3. Pistrin extends that lead over Lang. Archambault holding tight in 3rd place. So the battle here will be for second. Can Archambault take this final 25 and catch up to Lang? Pistron's going to be our heat winner. Skylar Lang, the sophomore from Bentley. Looks like she's going to hold on for second. Pistron takes first, 2:18.35, 5-second drop. Lang takes second, and Archambault goes third, 2:25.48, a second and a half time drop. As we move to the two breast on the men's side, there's only 3 heats. Lane 7 at a soft touch there, so that time is going to be a little bit off. There are your lane assignments for Heat 1 of the men's 200-yard breaststroke. Lanes 1 and 10 are open. In lane 2 from Bentley, Michael Belpedio. In lane 3 from Bentley, Tyler Marzano. In lanes 4, 5, and 6, all from Bryant, Colton Litwinchak, Jack Ferguson, Derek McIntyre. In lane 7 from Bentley and 8 from Bentley, Patrick Tarker and Alex Yurkowitz. And in lane 9 from Brandeis, it's Isaac Lowe. Jack Ferguson out fast, 29-12. He's in a dead heat with Derek McIntyre. Ferguson in 5, McIntyre in 6. Good pull out there by McIntyre as he looks to close the gap on Ferguson here. It's still Ferguson and McIntyre separated by just under 4/10. Ferguson, the sophomore, McIntyre, the freshman. Ferg looking good here in lane 5. Just about 25 yards to go, and it's Jack Ferguson, the leader. He came in as the number 3 seed. He will be, no doubt, in the A final tonight, and it will be Jack Ferguson taking it down here in heat number 1. 2:08.15 for Ferguson. He drops 3+ seconds. McIntyre goes at 2:12. He drops 4 seconds. And Yurkowitz goes at 2:16, and he drops 11. So really good times out of the top 3 and more in this opening heat of the men's 200-yard breaststroke. Once again, Jack Ferguson, your winner of heat number 1. Heat number 2, lane 10 is open. Lane 1 from Brandeis, Maxwell Cowarden. In lane 2 from Clark, Theo Bain. In lane 3 from Springfield, Brian Douglas. In lane 4 from WPI, Borahurst. In lane 5 from Springfield, it's Matt Kenvin. In lane 6 from Bentley, it's Kenneth Ryu. In lane 7 from WPI, it's Eli Buddy. In lane 8 from WPI, it's Jack Durea. And in lane 9 from WPI, it's Jack Werb. Matt Kenvin from Springfield. He's a grad student. Kenvin looking exceptionally strong here for Springfield. Came in with a 209.26. $50 to go for Kenvin, 130.88. His time right now. Kenvin will get to the wall first, 203.57. So a 5+ second time drop for Kenvin. Kenneth Ryu looks like he'll take second, and he does, 213.57. He drops it over a second, and it's Bora Hurst from WPI, 214.60, good for third. As we move to the two breast, we'll see our top overall seed here. So for the second event, Aiden Trenery comes in as the top seed. Ian Perry will be in lane 1. Thomas Meal in 2. Ben Terentiev in 3. Tyson Elliott in 4. Aiden Trenery, number 1 seed in 5. Logan Szczeniak in lane 6. Gerald Gutierrez in 7. Daniel Nabi in 8. And Kyle Chang in lane 9. Ben Terentiev in lane 3. No, that's not right. It is Trenery in the lead. So Trenery doing what he was unable to do in the 2IM, jump out to that early lead. So Trenery looking very strong here in lane 5 as he approaches the halfway mark. Came in the number 1 seed, 208.91. He leads his teammate, Szczeniak, by a second and a quarter going into the back half. Trenery, Szczeniak, and Elliott, 1, 2, and 3. 50 to go for Trenery here. He's looking strong heading into that final 50. Very accomplished breaststroker, junior from New Jersey. So the battle will be for second. Can Szczeniak take it, or will it be Tyson Elliott from WPI? Right now, it looks like it's Tyson Elliott by a hair, but we'll see. Trenery will take the heat, 208.06, so he drops almost a full second, 9/10 of a second. The battle for second is won by Szczeniak. Look at that, 7/100ths. He'll take second. Elliott will take third. And we have reached our final event of the morning, the 100 fly. 6 heats on the women's side, 5 heats on the men's side to round us out. Don't forget, we will have a swim-off. We will cover the swim-off. We won't have graphics for the swim-off, but we will cover it. Biku in lane 1, Walsh in 2, and Selmy in 3, Johnson in 4, Pulaski in 5, Harron in 6, Callahan in 7, Balfour in 8, Taranelli in 9. Lane 10 is open. This is the opening heat of event number 11, the women's 100-yard butterfly. Once again, we thank all of the 125 plus of you who tuned in this morning. We'll be back at 1:30 for diving, and then back at 6 for finals. That's Caitlin's mom. Go talk to her. Anastasia Biku here in lane 1 from Brandeis. Holding strong, looking strong here as Biku takes our opening heat, 1:00:45. Pulaski takes second, 1:01:15. Callahan takes third. As we move on to heat number 2. Wong in lane 1, he in 2, McAloon in 3, Parson in 4, Milne in 5, Wade in 6, Beltrami in 7, Joyle in 8, Favada in 9, Morgan McDonough in lane number 10. It's a little quiet on the chat right now. I know there's still over 110 of you out there. Who are you rooting for in these butterfly heats? Let's make sure we get a good showing for diving this afternoon and then for finals tonight. A lot of great swimming going on here at the Sports and Recreation Center at WPI. Lanes 3, 4, 6, 7. Really tight racing here. Maura Beltrami from Merrimack looks to be in the lead. She's in lane 7, going right to left here. And it will be Beltrami in 7, 1:02:90. Parson takes second, McDonough takes third. Swimming in lane 1, Rachel Tilo. In lane 2, Olivia Conlon. Lane 3, Kate Crusair. Lane 4, Veronica Okarowski. Lane 5, Corinne Cartwright. Lane 6, Julia Stellato. Lane 7, Ali Marvel. Lane 8, Madeline Semeco. In lane 9, Winter Berube. In lane 10, Katrina Waite. Stellato and Cartwright leading the way in heat 3, separated by 5/100ths of a second. Looks like Cartwright is pulled ahead here. And Cartwright pulls away here at the end from Springfield, so she will be your heat 3 winner. 59.69. It's a 5-second drop. Nice job there by Cartwright. Conlon takes second. Stellato takes third. So Corinne Cartwright, freshman from Springfield, leads the way in heat 3 as we move on to heat 4. Veronica Finucane Tuccio in 1, Rachel Zhang in 2, Emma Haas in 3, Megan Dunnigan in 4, Paige Edwards in 5, Sophie Dorsch in 6, Chloe Gonzalez in 7, Hannah Kritkowski in 8, Abigail Hernandez in 9, Gianna Farino in 10, Michelle Habler says, good luck, Abby, from Sacred Heart. Mandeep Singh says, let's go Goats. Martha B, go Amanda W. And Charles Tarbrake checks in Maryland. Down in Maryland, checking in, cheering for WPI. Sophie Dorsch leading the way. Very tight here, though. Lane 6 and 7. Can Dorsch, the freshman, hold off Gonzalez, the senior? And she does. Sophie Dorsch, 57-55. Haas takes second, Edwards third. One of those lanes had a soft touch there up toward the top, so keep an eye on Meet Mobile for that updated time when it does update itself. Emma Shao in lane 1, Kendra Daly in 2, Megan Hammerland in 3, Lauren Cowing in 4, Ava Mustachulo in 5, Sarah Kang in 6, Caroline Ubert in 7, Jelena Plawucha in 8, Michaela Lee in 9, Devin Corvaya in lane 10. Kendra Daly out to the early lead in lane 2. Daly leading the way here, coming down the home stretch. Can she hang on and edge out? Looks like that's Mustachulo, and she does. 58-26 for Daly. Mustachulo takes second. Kang takes third. And we'll move into our final heat, our top overall seed, Amanda Whitkiss. She's the number 1 seed in the 2IM. Let's see if she can follow that up here. She comes in with the number 1 seed. Lily Rice in 1, Caitlin Grove in 2, Bella Montanari in 3, Marcella Figueroa in 4, Amanda Whitkiss in 5, Clara Steen in 6, Melanie Sanchez in 7, Casey Bednarik in 8, Abby Seguin in 9, and Remy Bailey in 10. And Whitkiss, 56-10, so that's the top time in the field. So she'll be the number 1 seed in both of her events tonight at finals. 2IM, 1 fly. Congratulations to Whitkiss. Sanchez takes second, Steen takes third as we move into our final 5 heats of the morning session. Lanes 1, 9, and 10 will be open. Maxwell Coarden in lane 2, Declan Hanscom in 3, Sawyer Lasowski in 4, Daniel Smith in 5. It's Luke Sperling in 6, Casey Tarbrake in 7, Daniel Niao in 8. Sawyer Lasowski from Bentley leads the way slightly ahead of Luke Sperling from WPI, and it looks like it will be Lasowski. Sperling takes second, Smith third. Heat 2, Angelo Reed in 1, Luke Abramson in 2, Devin Mahicek in 3, Brian Hall in 5, Brian Kim in 6, Ryan Ing in 7, Ryan Fogel in 8, Daniel Corey in 9, Nicholas Braun rounds out the field in lane number 10. Hall leading the way at the halfway mark, followed by Ing and Fogel. And it will be Brian Hall from WPI. Good swim here by Hall. He'll come in well under his time, 52.61. Ing takes second, Fogel third, as we move on to Heat 3. Heat 3 lined up, ready to go. Andrew Vandewater in 1, Brian Garvey in 2, Gavin McCullough in 3, Lucas Prale in 4, Jonathan Chan in 5, Dean Dubeck in 6, Danny Lair in 7. Luke Zangotti in 8, Jack Meekins in 9, AJ Martinez in 10. We've never had this happen. The lane still, it's gone. The lane stayed up on the screen there. Jonathan Chan, Dean Dubeck, Andrew Vandewater leading the way. Looks like Jonathan Chan will take this one going away. Chan takes first, 49.14. Great time by him. Zangetti second, Dubeck third. Chan is fired up. Good swim by him. As we move into Heat 4. Nikita Zuev in lane 1, Sean Tesoro in 2, Peter Moo in 3, Zach Ellis in 4. It's Tim Andrews in 5, Andrew Gamper in 6, Dan Backlund in 7, Angad Alawalia in 8, Solomon Skelton Harris in 9, Riley Cork in lane 10. Also, Jonathan Chan's excitement, I believe, was from a school record. So unofficially, we're going to say Jonathan Chan just broke the Springfield school record in the one fly. Great job by our camera switcher and statistician, Nicole Miller. Tim Andrews running away with it in this heat as well. He came in with a 50.1. He goes out with a 49.3. So great job by Tim Andrews. He is the winner of Heat 4. Moo comes in second, Ellis third, as we head into our final heat of the morning. Sam Witcher in lane 1, Jake Bender in 2, Eric Zhao in 3, Ryan Connors in 4. James Misto in 5, Christopher Smith in 6, Chuck London in 7, Joey Toomey in 8, Dawson Milligan in 9, and Patrick Tersch in lane 10. A reminder, don't go away right after this heat because there will be a swim off. I believe it will be between Julia Stellato of Sacred Heart and Ella Witteveen from Bryant. Misto and Christopher Smith in a good battle here, but it is James Misto by a solid body length. Misto gets it done, 49-26. Smith takes second. London takes third. So that concludes our morning session. So 50 free swim off here. We believe it's Stellato from Sacred Heart and Witteveen from Bryant. I believe I see Stellato down there for Sacred Heart. I don't see... we do. We do see Ella. So we won't have the lane graphics for this heat because it was unplanned. But it looks like it'll be Stellato in 5, Witteveen in 6. Off and running, again, Julia Stellato from Sacred Heart in 5. Ella Witteveen from Bryant University in lane 6. Looks like Witteveen had a really good turn there. Good. Oh, look at this. They are stroke for stroke. Witteveen looks like she's slightly surging ahead, and who will get to that wall first? And it's going to be Witteveen by 7/100ths of a second. She goes 25.63 to Stellato's 25.70. And that it's all right, because that one wasn't loaded. It won't show. So that's a wrap on our morning session, folks. We're glad you were able to take the time to join us. We will be back, just as a reminder, at 1:30 this afternoon for diving. So they just announced 2 p.m. I've been told 1:30. We have published 1:30. So I don't know what's going on, folks, but I can tell you that whenever they start the diving, we will be here to catch the action. And then we will be back tonight for finals on the air, 5:45. Finals starts at 6 p.m. So for the last time, on behalf of Charlie Peterson, Nicole Miller, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions. We appreciate you taking the time to join us, and we will see you for diving. Thank you.